pace indeed. Each make counts as 1 point with the exception of the last ball, the money ball, that's worth 2.
I actually had the advocacy.
And guys, that money ball can kind of push you along to the next rack. So even if you struggle during the rack, if you can make that last one, it gives you momentum going forward.
He's missed 6 straight. He doesn't look comfortable. Now is 6. Gets the money ball. Points. Down to the final rack.
He's got that nice rhythm going right here. Rock solid shooting down the stretch.
Make that 14. 16 points is his score for the round. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
Well, we all know how important the money balls are in this event, and he hit 4 out of 5 of them. That's very good work.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here.
Well, Klay's dad was an NBA player, Michael Thompson, but more a post player in the center. Klay as a guard, a perimeter player who's got that beautiful shooting touch.
Fellas, 25 shots in 60 seconds, that's a lot. One of the hard things, I'm sure, is staying focused all the way through that 25th shot.
Yeah, and in your head, Clark, you start counting the seconds and you think, oh man, I'm not going to finish the round. And then you start rushing things. So it really is a balance between being quick but also being focused and allowing yourself to take the shot.
2 racks to go. Now with 11. Can't get the money ball. No good with his 4th in a row. Off the mark with 5 in a row now. He posts a score of 14. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
Right from the opening rack, he was on the roll. Got himself immediately into a groove.
And so it's D'Angelo Russell ready to go.
In the history of this event, I think one moment that anyone who saw it remembers was Craig Hodges hitting his first 19 shots in the semifinal round back in 1991.
Yeah, that was unbelievable, Clark. Probably the greatest display of shooting that I've ever seen. I'll tell you what, Hodges did a lot of amazing things in the three-point contest. He won it 3 times during the 90s.
Money ball, no good. He's got 5. 6. He comes away with 4 points on that rack. He's got 9. He's got 10. 1 rack left.
No.
Now with 11. He scores 13 points in the round. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him. I mean, what do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, solid shooting. He looked very confident. It never became one of those lights-out rounds that it could have been. But all in all, I think he's got to be pretty happy.
And so will see J.R. Smith, and he needs at least 13 here to avoid elimination. He's got to focus here. He's got to be good. Not great, but just good enough. 4 points. He needs 8 points more. Can't get the money ball. 7 points more to stay alive. He's up to 7. He could have taken more from that rack. Only got 2 points. He needs 6 more points. He's got 8. Now 9 points.
4 or 5 balls on this final rack have to go down.
He's got 10. 3 more points to stay in contention. Now with 11. He comes away with 11 points. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
Yeah, it seemed like every time he was starting to get into a good rhythm, he just couldn't capitalize on it. He'd quickly fall out of his pace.
And so we'll see Wesley Matthews.
You know, he's got to get at least 13 here. That seems doable to me.
Well, his first couple of racks are important, Kevin. If he can get going early, then I think he'll feel very confident going into the latter racks. He's got his rhythm now. Wes Matthews locked in.
It's off to the races now. That's his 6th in a row.
6 more points to stick around.
He's got 10.
He needs 3 more points.
He's got 12.
And that'll get him into a second-place tie.
Second place. He's made all 4 money balls. That gives him 18. 19 the score. And it's 20. He hits the 20 mark on the nose. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
He was very steady throughout. It wasn't an up and down round, just very consistent, and that's what you like to see.
And here we go with Freak. He knows exactly what score will get him into the next round. And he just needs 14 points here to move on. And he knows he can get this well within his abilities. 2 points. 3 down. He got 3 points off that rack. Not bad. Now with 4. He's got 5. Money ball, no good.
He needs 8 points more to stay in contention.
He's up to 7. Now 8 points.
4 more and he moves on.
That makes it 4 straight for him. He's got 12. 1 more to stay alive. That shot ties him for 3rd. Good rack right there. 4 points total. That moves him to 3rd. Tied for 2nd. Good for 2nd. The round ends and he's got 19. Boy, he looked great out there, didn't he?
Yeah, at one point he knocked in 7 in a row and was locked in for a while there with some good shooting going on.
Matthews has got one of the best scores in round 1, a serious contender.
You know, Steve, this isn't like some years where there's one guy you point to going into the finals as the obvious favorite.
No, it's not. I mean, and that's what's going to make it fun. I mean, you couldn't pick a more competitive group of guys to have in the finals.
So it's Kyrie Irving ready to go. By going first, he can put a lot of the pressure on the guys behind him if he posts a good score.
You know, this is really a very unique experience for the participant. You're on your own out there. Nobody can help you. And every eye in the arena is focused on you.
You're right, Clark. It's totally different from a regular game. You're the only person out there. You're firing shots left and right. It's different, and you have to adapt to that different experience and make it your own if you're going to win.
He's got 8. Now 9 points. He's made all but 1 of his money balls. Well for him. He finishes with 14 points on the board. I'd say a solid showing from him.
Kevin, I think he'd be real pleased with that score. I mean, it can always be a little bit higher, but that was plenty good.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He's probably happy with it, not ecstatic, but, you know, he did his job and put up a pretty good number.
And here we go with Freak.
I'll tell you one thing. If a player doesn't get into a rhythm and start stringing shots together, it's over quickly.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot, but what's so important is that, you know, you just can't waste any time. But you've got to get into a groove early and then keep your momentum going and just rattle off one shot after the next.
7 more points and he'll tie it up.
6 points more and it's tied.
Now 9 points. Can't get the money ball.
5 more points to tie it up.
He's got 10.
He's just got to hit 2 balls from the final rack and it's mission accomplished.
That's 13. Now 14. Got it, taking the lead in his final round. He will be the one to beat.
And that's a great position to be in, Parker.
Well, he's really feeling good right now. A ton of confidence.
He comes away with a total of 15 points. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
Kevin, I think he'd be real pleased with that score. I mean, it can always be a little bit higher, but that was plenty good.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He's probably happy with it, not ecstatic, but, you know, he did his job and put up a pretty good number.
And so we'll see Wesley Matthews.
You know, Wes Matthews, Kevin, out of Marquette, had a really solid career there, but was undrafted. A player who's really solidified himself as a quality NBA talent. I mean, a tough defender. He's pretty good shooter, can handle it. I mean, there's not anything he doesn't do reasonably well.
You remember his dad, Wes Matthews, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I remember, those Wisconsin teams cost me a Big Ten championship. Cost us a Big Ten title back in 1980, and Wes Matthews was the culprit. He was the catalyst for knocking us off twice in those games.
I am sorry I brought that up.
Yeah, you knew what you were doing.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you knew what you were doing.
Steve, help me out here.
18 points to go ahead. 17 points the score to beat.
He finishes the round with 17 points. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
There were a few ups and downs, but overall it turned out to be a fair...
And here we go with Freak. A nice long 60 seconds here in this tiebreaker. You want to get to as many as possible, hopefully to get through all 5 racks. 1 point. That's 2. Now 3 points.
Well, he handled that rack well.
6. That's 7.
Solid start there.
He barely cracks double digits with 10 points. And so we'll see Wesley Matthews. He knows what he has to do, and he's got 60 seconds to do it. 1 point. 2 points. Drains the money ball. He's got 5. He stumbles through the round with just 5 points. And as we close out the Foot Locker three-point contest, we can safely say that one man shooting tonight was absolutely remarkable. This year's champion, Garbage Man.
Such terrific sharpshooting on display. You never know who's going to take the crown.
And the crowd here loving it too. And I'll tell you what, we've got some pretty good seats here, guys. I feel like I relived it all over again.
And from all of us here at 2K Sports, we're thrilled to have brought you this year's three-point contest. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, saying so long and thanks for watching.